Karina. Ayan, ang daming casual nila.
Talaga, no? Kalidad, kasi yung Karina, kalidad na. Okay, thank you so much for your friend.
Thank you, Tito Oscar. Eto na, sabi ko nga, the woman of the hour. When I read her resume, sabi ko, wow. Sabi ko, nakakatawa at gusto ko siyang finally ma-meet. And this afternoon, ahead of time kanina, na-meet ko na siya and nagpakwento na ako. Very, very interesting yung kwento talaga niya. Sana marami siyang ma-inspire at sa pelikulang ito. Please welcome our lead actress and our producer. Please welcome Miss Isabel Tique. Isabel, greet everyone.
Good afternoon, everybody. Sana nabusog kayo. But I don't know what to expect today. Last night, binuksan ko ang TV. Pinanood ko ang Notting Hill. Then naisip ko, this is me tomorrow. But not a love story, ha? Because I'm happily married. So naisip ko lang yun, I was thinking, ano kaya? But I know how life works. Pwedeng this movie could be, or that movie could be the end of my career, or it could be the start of my career. Nobody knows. I leave it up to God. I give it all to Him. But sitting in front of you here right now is already my biggest achievement sa showbiz. Because all of you are people na nakikita ko lang ang mga pangalan sa mga dyaryo, sa media, sa magazines, and andito kayong lahat. So I have already achieved something.
We have a great list of media attendees today. Miss Isabel, ang
Thank
gandang
you so much
line-up.
for your time. So, my career, this movie, is in your hands right now. If you're gonna make me or gonna break me, if you're gonna make me, pinisan natin ng konti because I'm not getting any younger. I'm 51. Humahabol na lang ako sa mga nangangarap mag-artista. So, if I'm given the chance, gawin na natin. But if you're gonna break me, please break me gently. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Miss Isabel. Sabi ko nga kanina, wala akong idea about what the project is all about. Nakita ko lang yung synopsis, exactly what you guys are reading right now. And today, mapapanood po natin this is a special full trailer po ng pelikulang Love You Da. Please watch this.
Love you, the Lord. Love you, the
Talagang secure mo. Ikaw si Minerva? Ang pangalawang asawa ng asawa mo? Ako nga. Ikaw ba bago kinakasama niya? Asawa, hindi kinakasama.
Anton, mahal ko. Bumagod ka. Bakit mo kami iniwan? Anton! kayang saktan ngayon. Anong tumigaw? Kailangan ko nakarinig sa'yo!
Okay! Oh! Let me turn the lights on already. Ayan po ang full trailer. Intriguing, interesting, and very, very engaging. Ayan. Ooh! Ayan. Gusto ko yung pelikula na napapaisip ako. Sa trailer alone, medyo sabi ko nga, oh, I'm looking forward to watching this sa isang special screening po happening very, very soon. You'll get the same invitation po from our promo team. Okay, seeing the trailer, any comment na parang, siyempre you've seen it na before. Pero seeing it, watching it with the whole media people, how does it feel? Na ibang feeling kasi, di ba, na kasama, nakikita mo yung immediate reaction ng mga kasama natin sa media, Miss Isabel.
Parang, ngayon lang ako na-nervyos. Tapos iniisip ko, ano yung makikita nila, na hindi nila magugustuhan. And habang pinapanood ko, parang may intriga ako na sana magugustuhan, ano kaya yung isusulat, tungkol dito. Pero nakikita ko kanina yung sarili ko, not me, but the character in the movie.
Yun naman talaga dapat dito, as an actress. Just speaking of actress, at 60 years mo sa industry, talagang this is your most challenging ito Oscar, ano?
So far, I can consider it the most challenging. Kasi pwede naman kung gumanap ng pipi talaga. Walang kaya.
Okay.
Puro actions na, tsaka mata lang yung pinagdala ko kay Buboy. Diba? I have to thank him pala si Buboy. I'm sorry, he
Meal
cannot
time.
make it today. Diba? Tsaka si Jimmy Mocho. So, kami dalawa.
Kanina nga I was watching, sabi ko, ina-identify ko yung cast. O, si Gino, si Lina Castillo, si, of course, si Julian Fortige, yung una. Correct, nakakatuwa lang. Marami pa pong mga cast. Jed Alcantara is also here. Okay. So, pupuntahan na natin yung ano. When we started blasting, inviting our friends from the media, siyempre, hindi naman talaga siya familiar sa atin. But today, finally na-meet na natin siya. Miss Isabel, kwentuhan mo kami. Sino si Miss Isabel Tigge?
I am a mother of 4, happily married. My children are all in the United States. My husband is there. Aside from that, I am modeling for Mr. Oscar Peralta. Exclusive for Mr. Oscar Peralta. I'm his fashion news.
Without any contract.
Without any contract. Yeah. So, maliban dyan, what kept me busy? Because I started working at 16 years old. I raised my sibling, my mom. Not raised my mom, but I helped my mom. And I raised 4 kids. So 3 years ago, so I'm 51 right now, my husband told me, nung umalis na yung pangatlong anak sa bahay to go to college, sabi niya, it's you time. Do whatever you think can make you happy and successful. Yung talagang gusto mo. Because I've seen you work all the time we were together. I know you started early. So parang, ikaw naman, kung magtatrabaho ka, para naman sa sarili mo. So now I am semi-retired. I am still working as a part-time person. Pero I am Vice President of Silicon Publishing sa San Francisco, California. Pero semi-retired na nga. And yung ginagawa ko ngayon ay exclusively model for Mr. Oscar Peralta. And happy ako, masaya ako. And if given the chance na magkaroon pa ulit ng panibagong movie, happy pa rin ako. Kasi parang ito yata yung gusto ko that I never dreamed of. It never crossed my mind since I was young. Because growing up, I know I don't have it to be an actress. You know, the height, the look, with everything, parang hindi ako yan. But I look up to them. Lalo na si Paraluman, who's my favorite. So hindi ko inisip, pero masaya pala. Alam mo yung, I feel proud of myself I feel beautiful. I went to a wedding last month. I was introduced by my aunt as artista na pamangkin. And then someone asked, saan? Pero yung saan niya yung parang malaking question mark. So ang sinagot ko sa kanya ay sa international po kasi.
Wow, wow, di ba? Ganun naman talaga. Talaga pa international release
Parang,
naman ang
parang
pelikula.
naisip ko kasi hindi pa ako kilala sa Pilipinas, magiging international ang La Viuda. Parang naisip ko lang yun to answer her question. She gave me that saan question. Naisip ko international. And then, later on, sabi ni Tito Ed, Isabel, natanggap yung movie natin sa Canada Film Festival. So sabi ko, ay hindi ako nagsinungaling at hindi ako nagloko. International na ang La Viuda.
Oh, diba?
So, yun, that's who I am. And another thing is, growing up, I don't want to tell my story, but I come from a very poor family, and God has blessed me with things more than what I need for the basic. So sabi ko sa asawa ko, I want to do something that makes me happy. So I'm building up a foundation. Tapos naisip ko, I don't want to work in an office anymore. Sabi ko, I want to do something that could help people, pero nag-i-enjoy ako. So yeah, naisip namin when we put up the Bella production with all the other people, yung share ko in this production, naisip ko, I think this is God's plan for me. That's why inayos niya ang buhay ko. That's why I'm blessed. Maybe gagamitin niya ako to help other people. So, the portion of what I will make will be donated solely to Ephesus Foundation. It's the home for abused girls.
Wow.
Kasi yun yung advocacy na production and my advocacy.
Personal.
Yes.
So it has always been there, the acting in a film or in television. Kasi the fact na you were given the freedom na may go signal na ni Javi na parang it's your time to do something else na magpapasaya sa'yo. And you went on with this, you pushed through with this film production, and ikaw pa yung acting. So, andyan lang siya, Miss Stella, you think so? Isabel, sorry, what am I saying? Miss Isabel, so andyan lang yung acting talagang, ito na lang yung talagang, binigay mo na lang talaga na gagawin ko na yung gusto ko.
Ang nasa isip ko dito when I did this, parang kasi there was a time that I prayed because I was modeling for Mr. Oscar Peralta. My children are based in America. Ang asawa ko nandun. So parang, there was a time, I'm happy, I'm not saying I'm not, but what do you want me to do? Bakit mo ko pinauwi ng Pilipinas to spend more time with Mr. Oscar instead of my husband? Bakit pumapayag siya, but okay lang sa kanya? And lagi sinasabi ng asawa ko, whatever you do, I'm proud of you. So, I prayed. I asked for a sign. Parang, ano ba talaga ang gusto mong gawin ko? I want to help people. I want to have my own foundation. I want to work with Mr. Oscar Peralta. Pero parang may kulang there's something. So, give me a sign. And then after, then I went back to the United States. Sabi ko, dito na lang muna ako. Then Mr. The Oscar Peralta, the Oscar. Yeah, so he called me. Tapos sabi niya, Isabel, pinangarap mo bang maging artista? Tapos sabi ko, hindi po. Tapos sabi niya, because meron akong nakausap, a very good friend of mine, si Tito Ed Littlefield. Meron siyang gustong i-offer sa akin na magkasama tayo. Sabi niya, di ba pangarap natin? There was a time we thought na mag-artista kaya tayo because napanood ko yung movie niya with Fanny Serrano. Napanood ko yung Tarima. So nag-uusap
What was the movie?
Tarima.
Tarima.
I watched it. I watched it. So, nung sinabi niya mag-artista, sabi niya kung makakauwi ko, then I went home. Kilala ko si Tito Ed, nakilala ko si Direk Pugoy. At first, it didn't work out because may binigay na script, tapos parang hindi para sa akin. So I thought wala na. But maybe, the sign na nakita ko that maybe this is the path that God wants me to go is when the first script didn't work out, I said no. Parang iba na lang. Huwag na lang ako. Nagpo-produce kami. Pero yung script, it's not me. And then what happened is, biglang sinabi ni Derek, no, I'll make the script for you, yung bagay sa personality mo. So gumawa siya. Next meeting, nung nabasa ko yung script, nabasa ni Tito Oscar, nag-agree kami. Eto tayong dalawa. This is really us. Because gusto rin niya yung character. So maybe I'm wrong or maybe tama ko. I feel like this is a sign from God. This is what He wants me to do. Kasi masaya ako. And I'm sure I could help a lot of people, especially the Ephesus Foundation.
Alright. Ang galing. Ang ganda ng kwento. Nakuha na agad natin yung buod ng, ng journey niya. Pero alam natin dito na nagsisimula yung mas exciting part ng journey ni Miss Isabel. Okay, we are now ready to entertain questions. I understand the first set of questions will come from Dominic Reyar here. Dom, gusto mo magtanong? Ikaw na muna magtanong. Ha?
Matanong ko na tanong.
Okay, si Tito Jojo, panaligan ng Black Rider. Black Rider!
Si Rodel.
Sige, okay, Pikundi, project.
Nadinig po namin yung journey nyo kung bakit naging artista kayo, pinili ko yung artista, this time accomplish na kayo. Pero yung pelikula po muna, like, the Buddha translates to the way ng can you tell me kung bakit itong genre na ito ang napili nyo? Considering na you could have chosen something more lightweight dahil nga you're just getting your toes wet in the industry, so to speak. And kay, yung po ko sa inyo, and then kay Oscar naman, did you request na ganyan ka-challenging yung role nyo as to be worthy of a comeback?
May appeal ba agad sa'yo, Miss Isabel, yung script na gantong genre? Tinatanong ni Jojo.
When, kasi nung nag-meeting kami nila Tito and wala pa yung bagong script. Then I said no doon sa isang script. Ang sabi ko lang, parang ayoko nung naaapi. Parang ayoko yung ganung klaseng role. Growing up very poor, ay parang ayoko. Gusto ko kontrabida. Yung character. That's what I want. So, I didn't know what happened. After 1 week, binigay sa akin ni Tito Ed yung bag. Aside from that, kasi si Tito Oscar yung kasama, so we were just talking, ay, kailangan ganda ang damit mo, gagawaan kita, kailangan ganito, ganyan. So madami kaming naisip na magiging character, pero ang namin talaga is parang somebody na yung masungit na parang gano'n na ang character is hindi naman nang-aapi. I don't know how to explain, pero yung ganung personality. But I think si Direk Buboy is really talented. Pagbasa ko ng script ng La Viuda, umagli kagad ako, this is me. Isang tao parang kasi the character, I don't want to tell the story, pero ang character ko dito is someone who fought back. It's parang gano'n ako sa tunay na buhay, but I'm not violent. And I don't fight with people, but I'm somebody na hindi ako papayag na parang apihin. So, nagustuhan ko yung character. So, when we were doing the shoot, parang nag-enjoy ako. And there's something about this movie na talaga very happy and proud ako. And of course, I got scared kasi first time ko. Yung character medyo tapos. But I enjoyed it. I tried to go with the flow. Tapos ang everyday na sinasabi ko is, bahala na. Yun yung palagi naisip everyday pag shooting, parang bahala na. But I would always pray na, Lord, kung ito yung gusto mong gawin ko to help more people, ituloy mo po para sa akin. Because just to mention, I have numbers of scholars that I help, and I have sick people that I help. that people listen to.
Ay, sorry.
That,
Sorry. Sorry.
pero yung ganun ang ginagawa. But wait. So, every year I add more scholars and every time may mga bagong nagkakasakit na kailangan tulungan. Sabi ko sa sarili ko at sa asawa ko, hindi ko kaya pag dumami. I have 16 scholars, I have 5 people that I help who are sick. Hindi ko kaya. So, lagi nila naiisip ko na pag naisip ko itong movie na to, I hope this is not the end so I can help more people. Pero hindi ako yung nasi-stress, nahihirapan at nagbibilang ng perang lumalabas. Parang gusto ko yung masaya ko, money will come so I can help more people. So ito ang tingin ko sa La Viuda. It's a character and that's the character that I am. Without telling direct Buboy, that's the character na pinortray niya sa akin.
Tito Oscar, a question for you ni Tito Jojo. Ni Jojo.
Talaga bang hinanap mo ang ganitong role na may ganitong level of difficulty
For a comeback?
For a comeback. Ni-request mo ba or dumating na lang?
No, bigyan ko na idea si Buboy ang gusto ko appeal.
Ikaw naman may gusto mo
I cannot replay kahit wala mo ako ng 1 million, 10 million. Being a fashion designer sa movie. That character I cannot replay because I'm a fashion designer in real life. So I think that acting as a designer in a movie or television as a fashion designer, I cannot do it. Kasi ang pagkatao ko na yung mundo ko artista, designer na ako. Pag-artista ako, ang role ko designer din. Para nag-active ako more. Tsaka namin ko lang kasi pag ang no offense sa mga movie producer, pag sinabing designers, hindi ko na, excited lang, dahil hindi kami ganun. Yung mga acting nila Manny Castaneda, RIP, Rest in Peace Manny, and so on. Siyempre, hindi naman matalanan na yung style nila acting yun. But I think there is yung, if there's one role na gusto ko yung, pero kami ni Isabel parang appealing, parang hindi, ano. Pero si Isabel, porque designer ako, so pagka-byuda niya, kasi mayaman naman siya, tsaka doktor siya, nung nakuha siya ng Tony Jean Buste. So, natural lang na magkaroon siya ng fashionable clothes ka, hindi ba? Sa ability, especially for her. So, yung pelikula, may konting passion na sumingit yan. Kasi iba-iba rin yung...
Ilagay din naman
Right.
yung ano.
Makikita yung as you notice, naka-off-shoulder siya, may brain. Kasi all my ideas, kasi ito ko yung medyo, ano na po, Hollywoodish yung konti yung dating.
Pero yung pagiging pipi,
Yung
pipi, pipi yung
yeah, people.
bakit yung hindi na mag-pipi? Kasi mas challenging yun kaysa sa pinakasalita.
Dito ko lang ma-portray sa kung tayo ko ba yung nag-acting ako na wala akong dialogue na mata ko lang at saka kamay at saka yung ulo ko yung
Pero nagdaman natin ano, sa trailer yung pain.
Bakit?
Yung
Bakit
character.
kailangan magkaganyan? Bakit kayo kailangan maging ganyan lahat sa akin? Ang gano'n. Ang gano'n.
Ayaw mo na masyado.
Pabaklaan?
Ah.
Hindi kasi bakla niya ako. Gusto ko yung piping bakla. Dapat ako nakita kasi piping bakla sa pelikula.
Ayun.
Pero dapat mahirap. Ayoko ng mayaman.
Okay. Alright. So, Tita, before I give the microphone, unahin na muna natin si Tito Rodel for a set of questions.
Kay Miss Isabel, kumusta yung experience mo habang nag-shooting ng pelikula?
This is something new sa iyo, di ba?
Correct.
Businesswoman ka, vice president ka ng isang company at Amerika pa. So, how was the adjustment, no, Rodel?
Yes.
Naglaro ako eh. That's the example, naglaro ako. But not in a, I don't know how you would interpret
Yeah, naintindihan namin
naglaro.
naglaro. In-enjoy
Not in a
mo.
bad way. Yeah, nakikita ko ang daming stress. Because tuloy-tuloy, mga puyat, mga gutom, may sumisigaw, may nagagalit. Pag nakikita ko sarili ko, artista, and then may mga extra from San Pablo, nagpapapicture sa akin. So, hindi ako napagod. Hindi ako nalungkot, hindi uminit ang ulo. Parang feeling ko, those couple of days in my life, artista ako, may nagpapapicture. Tapos ang tinatanong nila, saan pa po kayo lumabas? Siyempre hindi nila ako kilala. Tapos sabi ko, hindi ngayon pala, pero lalabas ako ng madami. Nakikita ko yung kung paano sila gumagalaw pag shooting. May napaka ng strength. Pero ako naisip ko, artista ako. Yun ang pinakaunang shooting na napanood ko sa buong buhay ko.
Sarili mo pang pelikula.
Sarili ko. Ako yung
Pero
artista.
ma'am, kung kinukunan ka na sa camera, hindi ka ba nervyos o tama lang, relax ka lang?
Siguro kasi ang personality ko, hindi ako nervyosa eh. Parang kahit tarayan niyo akong lahat dito, okay lang ako. That's me. Hindi ako sensitive. I don't get offended. I don't get hurt. Yan, hindi ako So parang the nervyos, I wouldn't say really yung nervyos that I cannot. Ang pinakatakot ko, I don't know how to cry kasi hindi ako talaga iyakin. In fact, it's off the record, even when my father died, hindi ako umiyak because ang inisip ko, ako yung eldest, I'm 16, ang nanay ko is a housewife, mamamatay kami sa gutom. So ang inisip ko, hindi yung lungkot that my father died, ang inisip ko, paano kami? So that's my personality. So nahihirapan ko, under your question, nahihirapan ako sa mga hugot na yung iiyak kasi naape. That's not me. So yun yung pinakahirap. But the shooting, physical, wala, ang saya ko eh. Hanggang pag-uwi, masaya ko. Alam mo yung kwentuhan sa bahay namin, isang buwan nang natapos yung shooting, paulit-ulit pa rin. Because I'm excited and hopeful.
There's joy doing the project.
So ito na, nung siyempre natapos na po yung pelikula, pin-review po ninyo, ano po ang reaction niyo nung makita niyo yung sarili niyo sa screen?
Artista na ako. Yun lang. Parang na-experience ko to artista. And then eventually habang may mga nangyayari sa movies, may mga, kasi nasa post-production, nakikita ko yung sarili ko na artista. And then pag may mga kaibigan na ako nakakaalam, na pinapakilala ako na artista, pero I feel happy and I feel beautiful.
Wow! Reaction din po niya sa poster po ninyo. Ano makita po ninyo?
Reaction sa poster. I'm sure in-approve mo to, Isabel. Pero yung finally nakita mo, may mga poster kami. How does it feel?
Nung nakita ko ito, hindi lang ako iyakin eh. Gusto ko umiyak, pero syempre ayaw. Ayaw tumulo. Iba yung pakiramdam. Kahit ang mga waiters na nasa lubong ko, artista ako ha. Kasi minsan gusto ko kumbinsihin yung sarili ko na artista ako. Pero of course, nobody knows me. So, nasa si Tito Ed. Kami ni Tito Ed, kami nila Fernan, pag nag-meeting kami, nagkikwentuhan kami. Siyempre may mga pangarap, may mga ano. Sabi ko, alam mo Tito Ed, aside from today, na I feeling ko sikat ako. Feeling ko artista ako having all of you here. Sabi ko sa kanya, ang pangarap ko lang, Tito Ed, that will make me a fulfilled La Viuda actress is, yung isang araw maglalakad ako or kumakain, may mag-a-approach, excuse me, ikaw ba yung nasa La Viuda? It's a joke that I tell everyone, but it's a serious joke. Meron lang gumawa nun sa akin na isa, so abangan niyo ako kung nasa na. May isa lang na gumawa nun, alam mo ang maiisip ko, I have achieved something, and yun lang yung hinihingi ko sa buhay ko, yung may makakilala sa akin.
Ilan po bang gusto niyo, Miss Isabel? Nakarata na ako dito.
But anyway, ang question pala is the poster. So yun, nung nakita ko siya, iniisip ko kung saan ko siya ilalagay sa bahay ko pag uwi ko. Parang sa part. Tapos ito may mga bibigyan ako. So I'm talking to Sheila, magkano ba yan? Nag-order ako, bibigyan ko lahat ng pamilya ko. Baka sakaling ilagay nila. So I'm very happy, very proud na. Oo, nakahabol ako at 51. hinahabol ko maging artista, di ba? Sana magtuloy.
Magtuloy-tuloy.
Happy ako.
We can tell how you look at her, di ba? Thank you. Rodan, you're good? Okay, let me give the microphone to Miss Maridol Bismarck for her set of questions.
Yeah.
Kaya ba?
Sige, project na lang. Kasi di ba ito sasali sa Canada International Film Fest? Paano ito nasali doon? Anong proseso ang dinaanan ninyo? At saka, kailan ito ipapalabas?
Do we have enough details na niyan, Miss Isabel, regarding to the Canada entry na?
In the film festival, ang nag-work out niyan si Tito Ed Littlefield. So sinabi lang niya sa akin, may criteria sila on every aspect of the movie na hindi ko kabisado kasi nasa national production side na yung camera, yung mga ganyan. But then we waited, kinausap niya yung mga dapat kausapin. Kasi nalaman ko na lang, natanggap siya sa film festival as a 60th entry. October, ang date nila yata para sa awarding is October 23
For competition.
for competition. So malalaman pa namin later on kung saan criteria pa kami pumasok. But the whole movie itself, pumasok na siya as an entry sa film festival.
So, ina-represent yung Pilipinas.
Nire-represent, yes, ng Pilipinas. Yun, sa October 23. So, I'm flying to Canada with or without, kasi hindi pa namin alam kung saan category kami papasok, except yung movie mismo is pasok na. So, kung paano nahanap ni Tito Ed yung film festival na,
Ay, marami na akong connection si Tito Ed about international, di ba?
So, at first narinig ko, may mga wars na may mga inayos na kailangan pasok sa ganito, sa ganyan. 1 week after, tumawag siya sa akin na parang natanggap tayo, pasok na. So,
First film.
Tapos,
Canada
ano
Film
pa?
Festival.
Nice. Would you like to, she's flying to Canada on the 23rd of October to represent. Dapat yung producer, yung co-actors, meron ba?
meron naman. And we are still working on the visas.
Yeah.
So, hindi pa, I don't want to tell Silvio yung i-apply because visas are personal. Yeah.
Definitely, we will have an announcement for that. No?
Yes. Gusto ko pag in-announce yung ready na yung everybody. But definitely, I am flying and the other producer, si Mr. Elmer Viray is flying with me.
Okay. Miss Doll, you're good? Okay, who has this next set of questions? Si Goldwyn Reviews.
Ma'am, sabi mo kanina, breaking to agency. Pero how do you unbreak your heart? So kung sakali may mabasa kayo negative comments about you and the film.
Not being an actress, but being a person since bata ako. Alam mo yung tanggap ko ang buhay, there is black and white, there's negative, there's positive, there's left or right. Pero naisip ko, I think every negative or positive publicity is still publicity. Kung meron mang negative, I'm not gonna read them. Because I don't want any negative comment to pull me down. I cannot please everybody. So, babasahin ko lang yung positive. Pag yung negative, ay ayoko. So, kung meron man, tanggap ko yun. You can tell me I'm a bad actress, tanggap ko yun. People can tell me I'm not gonna make it, tanggap ko yun. Pero, pag hindi yun ang nangyari or I can prove them wrong, mas magiging happy ako. But I'm not gonna be sad with negative publicity because I know who I am. Alam ko, hindi talaga ako. Artista na ako ngayon, pero hindi talaga ako artista. So whatever negative writing about the movie, parang matatanggap ko. Any negative writing about myself, it's still welcome. Because it's not gonna be the end of the world for me. And my career is not based on ano yung sasabihin ng mga tao. It's gonna based on tinanggap ba nila yung pelikula, pinanood ba, may bago ba na mas maganda, and paano ba ang relationship ko with the press and with my co-workers. Because most of the time, bashers are the people na nakita ka lang ng 1 minute, parang, ay, matanda na siya. Ay, eto pala siya. So,
Without seeing the actual produkto, di
to
ba?
answer your question, kapag may negative sa akin, parang okay lang, hindi ko na lang babasahin. I'm still gonna be the same happy person.
Goldman, you're good? Sige, go ahead.
Correct me if I'm wrong, no? Itong pelikula bala ko itatas sa Philippine Theaters kaysa mo.
Later, pag-uusapan pa yun. Kasi kailangan dumaan sa MTRCB. So, medyo mahirap yata ang proseso. So, i-work out yun ni Tito Ed. Kasi parang medyo natagalan na. So, sabi namin, mag-special screening tayo so people can hear about it. So, you know, we'll cross the bridge when we get there. Kung paano tatanggapin sa August 3, kung paano ang feedback ng press conference. And then that's the time Tito Ed will decide if we're gonna go on the big screen.
But given the chance, would you love the Filipinos to watch this?
Ang hanap ko nga lang may mag-acknowledge sa akin. So lalo na pag ano, di ba?
Let's pray na
Pag nila-
makaano siya.
Pangarap ko lang may sumalubong na palagi ko talaga itong kinikwento na it's a serious joke. Gusto ko lang may sumalubong na approach. Excuse me, ikaw ba yung bida sa labing? Yun lang yun. So,
Kilig ka na.
Oo, feeling sikat na ako.
Alright.
Sorry, Pablo. Parang yung thoughts niyo kasi usually yung Philippine hindi siya mahipahirapan para mapuno yung mga sinihan. So, anong thought process niyo dito na bala mo siyang ilagay sa content at mahirap makakuha ng audience?
Medyo struggle nowadays sa Philippine movies ko na to give big time ulit ang mga sinihan kapag makapagpakuno ulit ng sinihan is Miss Isabel. So the question is,
Yung thought process, talagang push mo siya, and then kung sakaling matuloy, anong expectation niyo?
Hindi ko alam kung
talagang challenge.
hindi ko alam kung kaya kong punuin ang mga sinihan. That's why yung naisip din namin special screening. So I really don't know how to answer your question because it will all depend. Parang nakikita ko with this press conference, people might talk bad or good about me. So maririnig ako. So maybe it would help. I think this day would help in the publicity of the movie. So it's all up to you kung mapupuno ko yung sinihan o hindi. Pero kami nila Tito Ed. Kasi gusto ko eh. Happy ako eh. So kahit kung makita nyo ako sa mga mall nagbebenta ng sarili kong ticket, I am willing to do that. I will do everything for this movie. Tapos pakiramdam ko, this is my icebreaker.
You're good, Goldwyn. Alright, thank you. Who else? Janice? Katabi mo na si Madam Prototype mo. Wala rin namang audio.
Di ba, madam, for you to aspire to be an actress, meron ka bang mga local stars na ina-idolize them before?
Puro luma, yung mga black and white. So I love paraluman. Sa mga lalaki, si Mr. Eddie Gutierrez. My big crush, since I was young, is Mr. Joel Torre. Napangarap kong makita in person. One picture with Joel Torre lang yung pangarap ko. And I love Lea Salonga because growing up, I'm not really into movies eh. I'm into theater, yung mga play.
Musical.
So, yeah, mga musical and play. So, I admire Lea Salonga, Joel Torre, and mga kadalasan mga lumang artista.
So bakit hindi po si Mr. Joel Torre yung pinili niyo para maging leading man dito?
Kasi si Tito Ed ang
Casting.
So, hindi lang mo ni-request. Bali mo i-request niya ako. Siya mag-request sa akin. So, hindi ko alam kung bakit. Yeah, siya yung...
So hindi po kayo aware sa mga current TV shows ngayon, movies na pinapalabas?
Sad to say, hindi ganon ka aware because, you know, I'm based in the United States. I just travel back and forth. Wala ng Filipino channel. And when there was Philippine Channel, I was busy because I'm a mother of 4 at that time and I have a job and my mom is living with us. So hindi masyado. But I know famous people, kung ano yung may mga pelikula, and right now dami na po mga pinapanood. So parang bumabalik, kasi ang showbiz buhay ko na naalala ko na very active ako, is by yung mga panahon ng bituing walang nahiling, yung Sharon Cuneta days. Lahat yata ng pelikula niya pinanood ko. So ngayon, pero ngayon, the funny thing is, when I watch movies, pinanood ko yung Apa, pinanood ko yung Malyari, I don't watch it as a TV viewer. I watch it in a different perspective. Parang dun umanggulo ang camera. Parang eto yung color na ginawa nila. Parang, so, nakikita ko pa nga kung dinadub na. There was a time na pansin ko, ay, dinub yung boses kasi nahuli yung. So, nakikita ko na yung mga pelikula ngayon, not just as a viewer, but someone from the production side na. Tapos nagkakaroon ako na idea, pwede yun sa next movie, dapat gano'n, so ganito. So, again, to answer your question, ngayon pa lang ako bumabalik, knowing all the artista, tsaka lang ako nagpa-interest, kasi feeling ko, someday I might be one of them.
And it's never too late. Wala naman talagang, di ba? In everything.
Dapat pinanood ko yung may groups na, kasi ang mga napapanood namin with Tito Oscar palagi, supermodel, we are judged kami ng supermodel, palaging fashion or beauty pageants. So, may mga gano'n na kami because we are into, yun ang ginagalawa namin mundo ni Tito Oscar. Pero ito, nakikita ko na yung mga movies na bago na pinapanood ko and yung gala night ng GMA7, tapos minsan pumapasok sa isip, so someday sana nandun ako, bibihisan ako ni Tito Oscar. So I started dreaming big and I started dreaming as an actress, not just as a viewer.
Pero ma'am, bago kayo nag-decide na gumawa ng movie, did you ever consider the expenses, yung magkano yung itataya nyo, yung posibleng mawala sa inyo at yung babalik?
Yeah, I talked to the people who had helped share with the cost of production. Sinabi ko yon. Ang sinabi lang nila, alam mo, naniniwala kami sa'yo, so we'll give it a go. Naniniwala kami sa'yo. Tapos sabi ko, paano kung wala, hindi ko mababalik? Sabi nila, okay lang yan. Kasi para pakiramdam talaga namin, kaya mo. So, natatakot ako because I hope I could give it back to them.
Grabe yung tiwala, no? Isabel.
So, it's a collaboration of everybody. So, yun yung ano nila. So, nakakatakot. Pero, nung kinonsulta ko yung asawa ko, who also gave a share, ang sabi lang naman niya, you'll never know until you try it. So, yun yung nasa isip ko. And then, sinasabi niya, there are people that started really later in their lives. Nagbigay siya ng mga siga dito, siga niyan. Tapos naisip ko, oo nga. So, baka naman,